get in here? Did you see those fucking things? What the fuck, man?
Who are you?
I'm Iblis. I worked here. Yes. I'm a file clerk.
Where is your book restoration department?
Huh? Book restoration. Yeah.
What is going on? Like, I was wandering around before all this, walked over here because I didn't realise this was an area that I hadn't been to, came here, and then I find this crackhead with a lighter and a spoon with some tablets next to him that he's obviously undone and put on the spoon. And how is he going to be stoned at a time like this, during a war zone? Wearing what he's wearing? How is he going to be wearing like a cardigan, like a sleeveless cardigan sort of thing, and he's doing drugs? And he's got a sign next to him saying no smoking in the break room, and he's doing drugs. I guess there's no sign saying don't do drugs, but that's not the point.
We have a department for that. Basement.
Oh, it's in the basement.
It's in the basement.
That's where all those people are at.
That's where Locke works. I like him. He's a straight shooter, wearing that yellow jacket.
Yellow jacket? Where can I find Locke?
Where can I find Locke?
Oh, shit. We were running. I was running with Locke. Fuck. Away from those things. He fell near the cafeteria.
The cafeteria? Where's that?
Oh, I left him. I left him there and locked. I left him there and locked the door behind me. Here. Take the key if you think you can make it.
I think I can make it. Leaf National Library. A set of keys for the Leaf National Library obtained from the librarian Iblis Renton. What kind of name is Iblis? Okay, well, let's get some general knowledge.
The pamphlet said, come... Wait, no, that's it. Come experience the ecstasy of Leaf. What a joke. Whoever came up with that slogan should get fired. Enjoy our nightlife, our restaurants, our theaters, and our culture, it said. Yes, the fabulous Jahanian culture. Look at that culture now. Killing and raping their Palamas neighbors. People they've known all their lives. One day, they just got out of bed, broke into their homes as they slept, and chopped their neighbors' heads off. Preferably in front of their family, because, you know, they have to keep things classy.
How's that classy?
And then slip back into bed as if nothing had happened. That was the new normal. The next day, they felt all satisfied and shit.
Are you one of those people? Is that why you're on drugs?
They would choose a new neighbor, and the cycle would continue. The new Leafian culture. And people wonder why I take this shit. It's in all of us. I mean, it's as much in you as it is in me. Some call it the serpent. let me tell you this. All the rules, the laws, the codes, and our civility, it's all put in place for one simple truth. To keep the serpent in check. To keep it tightly shackled, locked away at the back of our minds. This is the unspoken truth that no one ever tells you, but I'll let you know. Deep down, everyone shares this dark desire. We want to set the serpent free. The ecstasy of letting our emotions run free cannot compete with people's miserable, mundane lives.
This guy talks a lot.
This is our actual state. Our true nature, all of us. We are made of pure, unhinged barbarity. Man, where did they go anyway? It was fine having them around, but where the fuck have they gone now?
Well, they're all over the place, or they've left.
They were here. Then we locals started doing a bit of killing, a bit of raping, and then they ran off. That's not cool.
What the fuck has this guy been doing?
It's
Other
when
than
we
drugs.
needed them the most. What the hell, man? It was the first time Haitians saw people from different countries. That was sweet. Even though they were fucking useless. Speaking of them running away from Haiti, there's something behind that. I'm sure of it. Did you notice? Of course you did. You put 2 and 2 together, right?
It's actually 1 and 1, 2 and 2 is 4, so I don't know why people say that shit, saying 2 and 2 together when it's one thing and one other thing, which is 2 things.
The minute they were gone, say it with me, the minute they were gone, the fucking creatures appeared. Fucking right they did. Coincidence? No fucking way.
Is that true? The Hollow turned up when the ON decided to leave the country, even though there's still some of them here. But I guess that's mostly because some chose to stay behind or got left behind.
I'm from a profoundly religious Sabaean family. There's a lot of us. Contrary to what any Palamish son of a bitch would have you believe, or any snobbish Sabinian for that matter. They make it sound like all Sabinians woke up one day, burnt all their sacred katas, and danced naked around the pagan pyre. May his eye protect us. Leith was filled with Sabinian churches. Lablina has even more. Of course, you don't hear about that.
What is that?
What you do hear, though, is how open-minded we are. The only open minds you can find in Leith are the cracked skulls of Palamist bastards. Brains spilled all over the streets. I might have split open a few myself. The stuff you can do with just the heel of your boots.
Yeah, I knew this guy was fucked and he was doing some fucked up shit. That's why he's doing drugs.
Oh, what's there to say? I was okay with them. I was okay with them until I let the serpent take hold. Why? I have some family who live in Argola, right on the Jehanian border, in the Palamist village of Hetel. After Yankel's death, ethnic tensions started brewing in Hetel. In the local school, they began segregating the Sabinian kids. My nephew had the misfortune of writing a love letter to a Palamist girl. That evening, the girl's dad beat my 14-year-old nephew so severely that to this day, He's still eating through a tube.
Fucked up. Did you not do anything back? You didn't, like, go out and find this guy and batter him to death?
Which ones? Palamists? Sabinians? Or do you mean the new ones creeping around all over the place? Wanna hear the wildest shit ever? The night they appeared, the creatures, right? Bloody New Year's Eve. I'm in my apartment. It hadn't been blown to pieces yet. I'm coming back down from my high. I pulled the curtain to get some air. On the street, I saw some Sabinian thugs, armed to the teeth. They had themselves some palamists, and they're fucking ecstatic. A man, probably the husband, was lying in the middle of the road. Next to him, the Sabinians were dropping cinder blocks on his wife's head. Repeatedly. And that's when it happened. It was as if time had slowed down or completely stopped. And then I felt it. Or more precisely, I felt nothing. All my feelings and emotions had gone. I never felt so at peace. My thoughts were so clear, so precise, uncompromised. Then, in a flash, the thugs and their palamist prey got engulfed in a weird, sphere-like, wobbly thing. And all my pain, sorrow, confusion, and hatred came crashing back. I went back to bed and shot up again.
So it sounds like he's talking about a time loop anomaly because something tragic was happening and then it just took all the emotions away and then it became the time loop anomaly. No, I didn't mean to do that. And this is the guide. Eco reminder: scrap of paper with a written reminder for an officer's key code found on the corpse of the book restorer, Locke Ruhan. Restoration office code. Embry has the answer. Lee Foundation, Loblina Alliance creation. What the fuck does that mean? Who's Embry? Maybe there's someone downstairs. One of those people in the basement.
I still don't see why we have to...
Forgive my husband. We must leave. I'm scared.
Our neighbors tried to leave the city.
We're incredible. I can never...
How the... Okay. Let's go talk back to the junkie, see if he has anything to say about this.
Did you find Locke? He has a bright yellow jacket. You're a buzzkill, man. Go away. What?
Embry has the answer. Restoration Office Code. Embry has the answer. Lee Foundation. Loblina Alliance Creation. Do I have to go to a different area? Maybe that's what that means. Okay, so I figured out what the door code is. I had to look up, and apparently it was to do with those books I found down in that hole, and they had 3 numbers on both books, which tell me the code to the locked room in the basement. And then this, of course, I just looked it up, because I can't be bothered to try and figure it out. Well, that I just want to know what's on the computer. The Grand Conspiracy. Fellow truth seekers, what's more of this stuff? If you have made it this far, then you must be as interested in the absolute truth as I am. I will outline my findings here for you to judge for yourselves. I have a feeling many of you already know all of this to be true intuitively. There's something not quite right in this country. We've all felt it. Let me come right out and say it. I have found conclusive evidence that we are being experimented on by travelers from another world for their own nefarious purposes. Yes, aliens are among us, hiding in plain sight. We have taken control of Hadia, and the globalists are covering it up. What lies below? I was a teenager in the early 50s, but I can still remember the sudden flurry of activity around Mount Obek, barricades going up overnight, armed men dressed in black standing guard around the mountain. What were they hiding? I believe the alien craft landed here in Hadia around that time. That craft burrowed under Mount Obek and it's been there ever since. It was just before Guryan Yankor seized power in 52. Coincidence? Why Mount Obek? Because it stands on an incredible powerful magnetic locus. If you look at the old historical maps, you can see multiple ancient ley lines converging on Mount Obek. All of the landmarks, everything is publicly accessible here at the library, see for yourselves. Ancient Hadians were highly attuned to these kinds of thing. That's why they even founded our major cities on the ley lines. Just look at our provincial capitals. The Trisk/Losalis line intersects the Golmor/Loblina line right at the foot of the Mount Obek. The aliens would undoubtedly have been attracted by it. Then in the 60s, they faked the moon landing to try and cover up The walk trail left when the ship arrived, with the whole world looking up into space. They needed to distract so we wouldn't question the trails in the sky. Infiltration. Let's start with Guryon Yankel. Why would the most powerful man in Hades suddenly off himself in 82? He had consolidated all the power, think about it. Where is the gun he supposedly shot himself with? It only makes sense when you realize that he was nothing but a puppet placed there to keep us in line. Something changed in the 50s, the big players suddenly took an interest in little old Hadia, international agencies, multinational corporations, research firms. Even today, 40 years later, I still see the black-clad agents skulking around, surely you've seen them too. Why are they still here? Who are they? Why would they come here, you ask? Good question. Power. Power and money. Big pharma, weapons manufacturing, energy research, media conglomerates. Child trafficking, all of it. They're here among us, pulling the strings for their extraterrestrial masters. I don't know what kind of wicked bargain they made, but they sold us out. I suspected for a long time that they're putting something in the water to rile us up. I would advise everyone to stop drinking it immediately. I haven't drunk from the public water system in decades, and I can finally see clearly. They need us divided, fighting each other so we can't see what they're doing. Now we have the UN sniffing about, more globalists looking to dig their claws into this country. Modern Hadia is just a giant experiment and we are the subjects. Wake up. The conspiracy mystery solved. So that's what it was for. Where's the basement? There it is. Class and outdated.
I've spent the evening poring over the newest arrival from Hatham Abbey. Marvelous. Truly a spectacular piece. The binding, the leatherwork, the embroidery, just exquisite. The accompanying letter states that it originates from the mid-9th century. Truly amazing. By far the oldest project I've worked on. I can smell the 1,000 years of musty history wafting up from its pages. Delectable. I could hardly contain my excitement. I began working immediately. Upon the very first incision to the leather-bound cover, I made a startling discovery. A strange, narrow object folded into the fabric. It is clearly ancient. I doubt even the priests know of its existence. The enigmatic nature of this tome continues to astound me. I've set the relic aside for now. Once the restoration is complete, I'll endeavor to find out more.
Weirdo. Restoration notes. Recording discussing the restoration work performed on a tome from Hatham Abbey found in the basement of the National Library leafed by some fucking weirdo. Gospel of Tiar, an ancient leather-bound tome containing hundreds of handwritten pages. The cover is tattered and the spine bent. Found in the book restorer's office at the Leaf National Library. Religious text codifying the creed and central tenets of the limbic cult, written by Francis Aldrich, circa 850. Highlighted in the hollowed hills of Vissa, the faithful began their ascent. Only with supreme conviction shall they hope to gain ingress into the great serpent's maw. Ecstasy awaits only those of unwavering devotion. Yeah, it goes on that door, doesn't it? Twin-headed serpent, a well-preserved metallic artifact shaped like a snake with two heads, found in the book restorer's office at the Leaf National Library. Religious symbolism associated with the sacrament of the fallen and limbic cult of Francis Aldrich, circa 850. I know what to do with that. favors owed. A note with details on a secret exchange found in the book restoration office at the National Library leave. Log. A few people here at the Ministry are starting to get suspicious. I had to move the drop location to Office 109. Code is 2703. You can pick it up anytime after 9 PM. As for the blank cards, same place as usual. Listen, this is the last time you and I are square after this. I'm out. If you had any sense, you stop this forging nonsense before you get yourself hanged. These people don't fuck around, G. A code? Did I already do that? I think I did, because I was talking about forging cards, which I gave to these people already. I think that's everything he had done. I think. Yeah, that's already what I did to get the forgery stuff.
Hey, I found additional information on the Serpent Mound mentioned in the Gospel of Tear. Let me know if you want more information on anything you find out there.
Tanya, do you know anything about the serpents more mentioned in the book?
Tanya, do you know anything about the Serpent's Maw mentioned in the book?
The two-headed snake artifact embedded in the Holy Book's cover remains a mystery. Let's face it, knowing Hadia and its old ruins, it probably opens something, right? As for the Serpent's Maw, it's located in the Vissa Hills. I remember seeing a giant serpent head sticking out of the ground. The snake's body twists and turns all over the rocky ridges. You can see the snake's head from where we first met. It's due east. I'd start looking there.
I already know what it is.
Do you have anything for me? Nice. I'll have a look in the database.
Zurich Summit photograph, Polaroid, the conspiracy. This is a photograph from a 1962 summit in Zurich, Switzerland. The meeting drew much criticism as many in the international community were quick to point out the inclusion of corporate leaders at a political summit. It did little to assuage the rumors of conspiracy theories already swirling around the Vandalian and Dagan families. Pictured from left to right are Konrad Adenauer, Chancellor of the Federal Republic of Germany, Frank van der Leyen, President of the Van der Leyen Trust, Anna van der Leyen, Youth and Secretary General John F. Kennedy, President of the United States of America, Charles Dagon, CEO of Dagon Industries.
Let's see what the Zeal server has to say about this one.
Pottery fragment, Eye of God, Ancient Hadia. This fragment of pottery is one of the earliest surviving artifacts from Aslan society, dated from approximately 7000 BC. The pictogram depicts what could only be the majestic peaks of Mount Obek overlooking a serpentine passage towards a sphere flanked by a throng of worshippers. Does this image reinforce the superstition that early Hathalans discovered the Eye of God beneath Mount Obek? Or is it a metaphor for the long and arduous journey towards enlightenment? One thing is clear, this fragment is proof of the shift to a monotheistic, a belief system that would change Hassel society and Hadia forever. Let's check out Talju. Pretty sure we just took out the front gate then when we reversed out. Looks like the front of the APC just wiped out the gate. What's going on with this place? Why is everything yellow? Oh, what? What? Oh.
Dear God. This isn't the Talju Agatha.
Ouch.
Be careful.
I can't even hear what she was saying there with that shit happening. What was she saying? Deimos orders liberate. Official orders from the Anlos Deimos. Is it Deimos? Deimos? Division to attack the town of Talju found on a soldier's course in Talju. I think I can hear a time loop guardian. Anlo 19 December 1992. Deimos Division 1st 2nd Armored Battalion's objectives. Liberate town of Talju, secure Talju granaries. Establish supply posts for subsequent push into Asteria. Details: population, Palamist majority, sympathetic, occupation expected. Projected resistance minimal. Intelligence reports that light resistance is unlikely to be a trap. Regardless, maintain vigilance, avoid collateral damage to grain stores at all costs. Upon completion of primary objectives, first armored to proceed north to reinforce siege of Leaf, second armored to remain in Talju's garrison. Obviously that was wrong, wasn't it? Minimal resistance. They must have encountered some kind of resistance. I'm guessing everything's all orange because there's like, what, fires everywhere? I mean, that would make sense. How the fuck's a tank on the train tracks up here? How did it get up here? Oh. No. Ouch. Fuck you. Why is there so many people on the train tracks? It's actually kind of hard to see with all this smoke. That must be a time loop guardian. Rosie Week. A personal diary belonging to a citizen of Talju found on a corpse in Talju. It must be in the 90s, because everything's like in the 90s, at least that's like the latest. March 9, 1991. This week has been a wild ride. We're all a little on edge at work with all the rumors of the country breaking out into war. It's very scary business. Who knows if I'll even have a job next week. On top of that, I've experienced huge coincidences at work every day this week. First, on Monday, Karina and I came in wearing the exact same blouse that we both bought over the weekend. Is that coincidence though? Then on Tuesday we filled the exact same prescription for 3 clients in a row, same dosage, same quantity. Then earlier today the clock broke and the hand stopped exactly in between all the numbers in our computer password. Same order from left to right. It's crazy. Maybe Setharus is trying to tell me something. I have to call someone to get that fixed tomorrow. What? Supply chain mystery discovered. there's a church, but look at the state of it. Yeah, so there must have been a lot of resistance or something, because everywhere's just on fire. What the fuck did that even do? It's like I shot a little wave at him. Did that even do anything? Ballot. An unmarked ballot for a referendum vote. Referendum on Jahanian sovereignty. Should Jahania remain a province under the jurisdiction of Hadia, or leave Hadia to become its own sovereign nation? Remain or leave? Well, they didn't get to put that down, did they? They didn't get to check one of the, or X out one of the boxes. I wonder if there's anyone alive, any survivors. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Quite a few of them about. Another Tonic Guardian. Nice. It's sort of like the same ones. There's no like regular ones. It's always it's these types at the moment. At least in this, at least in Talju. Yeah, now there's some, well, not regular ones yet. What the fuck? What just happened? Oh, I killed him. How big is this area? Because it seems like it's a decent sized area. Are my levels... what? Are my weapons leveling up? I can't tell. There's so many people dead. Where is everyone? Fucking hell, look at all the bodies! There must be like hundreds of people just scattered all over the place. Am I going inside the building? No, it's like fully collapsed inside itself. What the hell is going on? So many people all over the place. Okay, we're back here. Didn't check out what was on this side though. Yeah, of course you're alive. Switch to the other one. Oh, the drone protects me. Okay, so the drone stops them from hitting me and then they get stunned. Okay. That's probably the timing Guardian. Definitely nearby somewhere. It has to be this one. Why did they burn this entire place down? Yeah, I knew you were there. There we go, that was the time of Guardian. Hiding like a bitch, trying to sneak attack me. Because I thought in that thing on that soldier's body it said they were going to try and take the place, because apparently the people here were sympathetic to them, to them taking over the place. But the people here apparently wanted the army to take over, but obviously that wasn't the case. They must have had it completely wrong, thinking there was going to be minimal resistance, if any resistance, and that the people here wanted the army to take control of the place, when actually it was like the opposite. The people here did not want the army to take control of the place, and there was going to be heavy resistance. I mean, what else would have caused all this? Oh, there's a guy here. Right, drones, enough of that. Because everything is just on fire. Does that car work? Let's have a word with this guy. Put the sword away. See what he says.
You either got balls, or you got some screws loose to wander around out here. I wasn't expecting any help anytime soon.
Who are you?
I'm Borrow. I'm the town's mechanic and I own this scrapyard. The Sabs attacked the town. They came out of nowhere.
Okay, they just attacked? And isn't this person the one that Tanya knows, I think?
The odor of burnt flesh. The Sabs, they used flamethrowers.
Right, I'm pretty sure that's a war crime, because you're not allowed to use flamethrowers anymore. Pretty sure you weren't allowed to use them even in the 90s.
When they finally left, I heard an explosion. Soon after, these demons invaded the town. I barricaded myself in here ever since.
Do you know where I can find Caspian Fran?
Do you know where I can find Caspian Fran?
Well, he could be anywhere in this chaos. He might still be at his home or the town hall. During emergencies, people assemble there.
What people? I think I saw everyone out on the streets dead.
It's impossible to see anything out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Take this map. The town hall is already indicated on it. I've circled Caspian's house in red in case he's still there.
Okay. Yeah, that's the church. I'm at the bottom. Okay, so it's not that big of an area then. Okay. Okay, so I was at his house. I think I was. Get some general knowledge.
Hadia is a prison. You know what happens when two animals are trapped in a small cage, right?
They eat each other.
After a while, one ends up in the other one's belly.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who rules over Hadia. A king, a politician, or a despot. It will always turn to shit. I don't know much about politics. and never cared about it. I want to fix cars and get on with my day.
Well, you can't really do that when there's a civil war going on, so maybe you should care a bit more.
I knew it was only a matter of time before they started killing each other, giving themselves more reason to hate one another for generations to come.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying.
Like all wars, this one is beyond madness, especially considering we've been at peace for centuries. The media played their part in this mess.
They always do. They always.
I hold them responsible for this war. They keep spewing their constant bickering, blaming, and lying. They fueled this war and lit the match.
That's what they always do.
I've only heard about the Peacekeepers. I've never met anyone from the outside world. I don't like strangers. Hell, I don't even like people I know. I'm not the type to socialize much. However, I do read a lot. I've come across some newspapers from the outside world. It's highly illegal in Hadia, making them an even more satisfying read.
What?
From what I've read, turns out that the outside is just as messed up as it is here.
I guess it is the 90s. There was a lot of shit going down in the 90s, but why would reading newspapers from like outside of Hadia be illegal? Why?
Sabs think of themselves above Palamists because we still believe in Setharis. Sabs have let go of their faith in the name of progress.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Look outside. How's that for progress? You stray from Setharis' gaze, you lose all morality. That is why Sabs can do what they did out there. They killed women and children. Not with bullets. No, that would have been merciful. They burnt them alive. Their screams. They will haunt me until the day I die. Word of advice. Never lose touch with your god.
I don't have one.
Talju was a Palamist village in the Sabinian province. Sabs surrounded us. Sabinian families were living peacefully here in Talju. The Sabs tucked tail and ran off when they heard our forces were closing on Talju. See, that's the difference right there. We didn't hurt the Sabs living here. We didn't hang them in trees. We didn't line them with lead, and we sure as hell didn't burn them alive. Palamists aren't like that. We would never do such things.
Well, I disagree. I've seen what Palamists can do, but only because of what the Sabinians have done to them. Like you said, they're just giving themselves more reasons to hate each other.
I don't know what they are. They terrify me. The noises they make and that scream. I remember from the Holy Book that demons only appear when humanity has sinned beyond reason. If that were the case, they'd only be interested in killing Sabs, not Palamists.
Well, you obviously don't go outside much.
The demons don't give a damn who you pray to or how many times a day. If they spot you, they'll tear you apart.
Yeah, unless you got limbic weapons like me. Alright, there's nothing over here. Okay. Alright, another time loop guardian. Will I see the time loop anywhere? Gather, what's this? Oh, it's just a battery. Gives a shit about battery. Why do they always stand like that? There's just loads of dead bodies. So many dead bodies. Shit. Another one. A note with an enigmatic phrase in the code E9. They are lying to us all. What does this shit even mean? Because I found a few of these with like a letter and a number. What do they mean? What am I supposed to do with them? Oh shit, look all those people down there just hanging from that little overhang. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Let's go this way. Gotta go inside. Door's locked on the other side. Well, how am I supposed to get in? There's so many people everywhere. Why is there like a almost naked woman? There's so many people just scattered around the place. They must have just been mowing them down. There's so many people just everywhere dead. It's a fucking massacre. What's this? Signal flare, an emergency flare used to mark a specific location found in a military supply crate in Talju. Single flare, military grade composition, potassium nitrate and magnesium fuel, copper sulfate coloring. A light in the dark. 1. Good deed started. Oh, it's the town hall. And there's a person right there. Wait, this is the town hall. Let me look at the map. Inventory. There's the map. Town hall is number 1. Okay, so I'm there. Right. I might as well go inside. Oh, there's a few people in here. Okay, well maybe I can help one of these guys.
Zethras, grant us mercy. Deliver us from our sins, that we may walk under your gaze. Deliver us from the fire and brimstone cast upon us.
Is that kid dead?
Zethras, grant us strength. As demons walk among us, so shall we walk the path of righteousness. We shall answer your wrath with a lifetime of penitence.
Yeah, he's just spouting off a bunch of religious shit.
So much fire. The heat. Shadows in the ashes. No, Cass, run!
What? You're sat down. No one's there with you.
They chased me. I got cut. Bad. They have no faces. What happened? Where's my family? It's dark. I need to close up the bakery and go home.
Close up the bakery? You dumb. Close up the bakery? What the fuck are you talking about?
How could I have let go of his hand? I know he's out there somewhere.
Well, there's no point fucking thinking about what you should have done or could have done when you should have done it or could have done it at the time.
And who are you?
I'm Caspian. I taught history at the school here in town. My son, Lucan, is out there somewhere, alone and terrified. I'm not leaving this hellhole without him.
Was I looking for a guy called Caspian?
Whatever those demons are, they don't seem to give a rat's ass if you're a Sab or a Palamist. They are making it impossible to search for Lucan.
What do you know about this symbol?
What do you know about this symbol?
I can give you a history lesson, but I need help. If you want to know more about this symbol, help me find my son, and I'll tell you everything I know.
Why can't you just tell me? Why are you trying to fucking make me do something by saying, oh, I'll tell you this if you do this? Do you have any idea where Lucan might be?
Do you have any idea where Lucan might be?
Lucan and I got separated. During the chaos, we heard Sam barking.
Who's Sam?
Lucan ran off
The dog?
to find him. That dog was my son's best friend. Take this walkie-talkie. When you find Lucan, please give it to him. I'll handle it from there.
Or I can just bring him back with me?
It would be best if you tried the playground or the school. Sam and Lucan played there all the time.
Walkie-talkie and military-grade walkie-talkie obtained from Caspian Fran in Talju. Yeah, I was looking for this guy. What can you tell me about Sam?
What can you tell me about Sam?
Sam is Boros' dog. My son and Sam became fast friends when we moved here. Lucan would rush to see him every day after school.
Tell me more about the mechanic.
Tell me more about the mechanic.
I had minimal interactions with him, but enough to know he's a nice guy. He knew everyone in town.
And yet he says he doesn't really socialize.
He was nice enough to let Lucan play with Sam. He owns the garage and scrapyard on the other side of the train tracks.
Garage. And that's it. There's quite a few people here.
My husband volunteered to stay behind when his Deimos division got called away to the south. He wanted to protect me.
Oh, so maybe the Deimos division were here to protect the people? They were the Palamas?
I'd suffered these birds 1,000 times to bring him back. Our defender. My hero.
Well, you don't really defend shit. Look at the place. Oh, another kid.
Why did Zethras do this?
There's a lot of blood on him.
I am doing all I can here. I can't work miracles. I am not equipped to deal with all of these burns. What a mess. This poor boy. His entire family died in an instant. Artillery shell. And I was lucky enough to find him when I did. We're trying to organize an evac soon, but I need to know that we aren't leaving anyone behind. There has to be more survivors out there. The problem is we have no idea where they are. And if we could spot their locations, we could plan a route to pick them up before leaving.
Okay, so maybe that's what the flares are for. Can I give it the flare?
This won't help.
Okay, well fuck yourself then. What about the radio?
This...
Oh, you got a pregnant woman? She looks like real pregnant.
Just a couple flesh wounds. I'll be fine. If anything happens to Sila or the baby, I need to get them out of here.
That's a word of you.
How can I bring a child into a place like this? What do I tell them? How do I protect them against this much hatred?
Get the fuck out of here.
I can't do this without Solemn. Fia said his injuries are quite serious, and I fear for the worst. Zethras, help us.
Well, don't fucking get so worked up about it. It's just gonna make it worse. Alright, well, I guess I go out there, find people who are still out there and give them the flares. Let's have a wander around, see if I can find anyone. Save anyone. Oh shit. Fucking what? Okay, let me switch weapons.